Good morning, friends. Welcome to the State of the Market Live, episode 27. Today is July 12th, 2022. Let's see what the markets have in store for us today. First, let's check SGX and then we'll see where S&P futures of the US are trading. And then we'll move on to Nifty, then Bank Nifty, and then we'll look at Reliance and even Dr. Reddy's, which was a great trade yesterday for us. Okay, so SGX is, as you can see, it's kind of just a minute. SGX is moving near around 16090. You see that this is the area. This is the area that I marked yesterday. And we kind of trading below the support of this zone. So we have been traveling in this area for the past 2 days. And now we are trading below this, and there is a fair chance of us breaking 16035 and then going to lower levels. Now, we have to keep 16035 in mind today for the market in our regular trading hours in Nifty futures. So if we break 16035, 15951 is the zone. This is the zone we'll look for, and then we may go to lower levels also. With that in mind, let's move on to S&P 500 futures. Let's see whether we are getting any that. Let's just click on this. Yes. Yeah. So S&P 500 futures are again trading down. We're not getting any kind of push in upside auction around 3920 levels. That's not important. So for us, we have to look for key levels on the downside. If at all it is coming towards 3820. So if this level breaks again, we kind of we can look for a down auction. And there are a number of levels that can play on the downside. So this is very important. So these days, the correlation between our index and S&P 500 has increased a lot. And you see our sentiment follows S&P 500 futures because the global markets are still having control on what is happening across asset classes. With that in mind, let's go to Nifty and see what are the probable levels that we can look for. We'll just recap about yesterday, and then we'll see what will happen. So yesterday we opened below the day's range of 8, and we kind of zigzagged between, this 100 is an option level. So put writers continuously showed some strength, and once we broke the day high at 154, we went towards 234. Again, you see that when this level came, whenever my level is coming, so these are very important levels from market profile and order flow, and you see that how repeatedly sellers were shunting it back. Like yesterday late in the day, it looked like we might break even 278. So on the upside, 16278 is important, and then we have to break 16234 as well for today's auction. Any break below this day low around 100 can lead to 16035 as SGX is indicating. So these levels are also important. However, if we open gap down at around 16035 and come up, so these are the two levels we have to keep in mind. These are very, very important: 16278 and 16234. Now on the downside, we have to look for auction levels. So if we break 16035, so this is the zone we have to keep in mind. It is a gap zone, and there can be a lot of friction here. We can see a two-way fight between buyers and sellers here. And if we break 986, we can lead to 954 and 904. We can even go to 849 for this expiry. So we are still Tuesday and 2 more days, and there is fair chance that we trade between 16,035 and 15,986 for today. If there is any trend move, we can go down. So usually Wednesdays can be a trend day. There can be a fair chance of a big move tomorrow. Again, we may lower the range and trade in this area. So let's mark our zone 1 level. So zone 1 is going to be this one. This is going to be zone 1. And then anything above 16 234 can be zone 2. Until then, I will not kind of become aggressively bullish. And any move below 15,986 can be zone 3. This is a low probable zone, but it can happen for today. So tomorrow there is fair chance we come down. So unless we break 16 234 and 278, do not expect any major upside for this expiry, for this weekly expiry. Monthly we can go, but there is no chance at least for weekly expiry. However, if there is a small chance that if we break at 16 234 and 278, you have to be very careful. However, sellers will keep coming. There is a fair chance of auctioning getting rejected there. So that much you have to keep in mind. Let's move on to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, yesterday we marked these levels, and you see that how Bank Nifty was rejected at 35,541. There is no selling pressure here, so we can see some kind of traction on the upside, 36,000 levels. However, if today's gap down sustains, we have to break 34,814 and 34,662, and we have to break this gap zone. So these gap zones are very important. Whenever they are formed, we have to see whether the auction is getting rejected there, or the gap is letting the market pass through it and hit lower levels. So today, what are the options today? We have to kind of reassess. So zone 1 can be this area, zone 1 can be this area. So above the gap zone and below this 35,541, I will mark my level for zone 1, where there will be a lot of options decay, theta decay. Options will be used to manage positions. However, if we break 34,662, there can be a fair chance on the downside towards 33,429. This can be our zone 2. However, if pre-open indicates otherwise and we move towards above 36,000 levels, we have to look for higher levels. I'll post the levels in the Telegram channel as and when the market breaks on the upside. Until then, let's keep to these two zones as our trading area for today. So that's what Bank Nifty futures are saying, nothing much more. And then let's look at Reliance once before kind of reaching the fag end of this session. So as I told you, we'll be traveling between 2450 and 2423 80 or 60 levels. So you see that the small zone buyers are coming at every level, and they're shunting the market up. Yesterday also we see that once we hit 2385, suddenly the market went towards 2423, which is the point of control of this range. Any move about 2452 can bring first target of 2496. And then above this we can see 2599. However, let the bias the bias should not rule your mind. You should see objectively how it is playing. You see that lower highs are formed. So we need to break this lower high. So initially we need to break this 2450 zone. So once this lower high zone is broken, we can look for 2496. Either in today's session or tomorrow's session. However, if we continue to make the range, we have to look for lower side as well. We will also look at Dr. Reddy's once. Let's just remove this and let's see what is happening in Dr. Reddy's. So, oh God, so just a minute, guys. So yesterday, let me remove this drawings. Let's clean up the chat. So yesterday it was an interesting trade. I told you that on a long-term chart, that is on a daily chart, a nice setup is kind of getting formed at around 44 44 levels basically on a daily chart. You can look at that daily chart. Let's have a look at it so that we can have a clearer picture of what is happening in Dr. Reddy's. And yeah, so basically you see that we formed a very nice trend line here. So very simple trade. So we were waiting for around 44.30 levels. Once 44.30 came, so you see easily it gave a very nice push, because the price action has indicated that it is kind of making a higher lows pattern, and kind of pushing the auction up. And there was a mounting pressure here, a lot of pressure here, a lot of pressure here. So these stop losses got triggered immediately, and the trend is still higher. However, we should not break this particular nuisance zone, which is between 44.30 and 44.09. If there is any breakdown below 44 kind of 09, we can again come back into the range. Then the setup will change. However, if we stay above 44.13, let me remove this so that you can have a better idea here. So for example, if I if we break the today's close, there can be a fair chance of going on the upside. So we have to keep in mind. So this is one of the targets on the higher side if at all it goes, and then this is the target 49.44. However, so before we should not come below this level. That means we should not stay below 45.13. So if at all you want to take a long trade, go above 45.13. Otherwise, stay put, because there can be a kind of nuisance here, and then the market will move up. However, if it breaks below 44.09, you should not be long below this trend line. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you have liked this edition of State of the Market Live. Keep watching my videos, like them, subscribe to them, and ask your friends to subscribe to my channel. If you have any feedback, please put that in the comment section. Have a great day. Be safe. Bye bye.